Yeah, she's lovely looking girl. And that recipe is on our website, and Jean-Christophe's in now, because he's actually, for once, thank you, at last, you've replicated it for us here. Thank you, thank you.
That's right. I need to confess something.
Uh-huh.
Are you Judy?
Go on, answer.
I am Jean-Christophe. I was signed by Richard, and I was told that you've been very poorly recently. You had a problem with your knees, yeah?
Yes, I've twisted my knee. Quite bad. So yes, I too need a little bit of tender, loving cooking, Jean-Christophe.
Right. And this is what I did. I brought you some.
Very
brilliant. That's
beautifully done.
That has been my ambition for ages.
Lovely surprise.
Bon appetit.
Okay, so this bon appetit. This is nice and cold.
It's a very simple dish. Yeah.
No wonder they love you.
Yeah.
Do you fancy them sometimes? I mean, they all fancy you, all these women. What happens when you there's a little spark going on when you fancy them?
You mean the ladies?
Yeah, no.
Well, I don't, because I'm in love with one person and only is Michelle.
And you're having a baby.
That's right. Yeah.
You're impossible.
Fantastic.
Possibly romantic.
Fabulous news. Yeah.
Listen, Jean-Christophe, can I just?
When's the baby due?
Early September.
Fantastic. Is it your first, or have you had others?
It will be the second one, obviously.
How old's your other child?
Christina, 21-year-old.
No.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, you eat 10 when you have it?
Well, I was very instant. Yeah, that's right.
That's what they call you Nescafe, right?
Jean-Christophe, what is this? Is this the stock that you made?
That's right. What's happened basically? I'm using the shell from the prawns, and I I make some kind of a stock with water, shallots, mushrooms, lemongrass, which is very.
Is that fennel as well? I can taste
too,
there.
That's right. Yeah. And it stars, and basically just let it cook slowly until it's reduced, and then you put a little bit of double cream. Don't boil it. And that's it. It's like making a soup, basically.
You've done well. You've not over-creamed it. It's just a hint of the cream. But indeed, this, I mean, it just glistens on the fork. It's delicious. I mean, even you went, oh, when you tasted it there, didn't you? Go on, carry on.
Yeah, it's very important when you are using cream in recipes, is do not boil it. There's so much acid, so much vitamins and good flavors. And the problem is people perhaps use the cream in something too liquid, and the cream has to make the job to reduce himself, and obviously losing all the acid, as I said, the vitamins. Therefore, basically, when you add cream, it's just the same thickness as the stock has to be reduced like a syrup.
Right.
And that's it.
I must admit, we make a recipe of Julie's. We call it chicken and rice, but it's basically chicken casserole, and the pièce de résistance comes at the end when you put it.
Your thumb is covered in fish stock.
Good. And the pièce de résistance is at the end. And you put a couple of tablespoons of cream in. And I made the mistake once of bringing it back to the boil. Killed it. Ruined the meal. Absolutely ruined it. Absolutely right. Listen, tell us a bit about you. Remind us, how long have you been in England for?
Well, funny enough, I have been now in Britain for 25 years.
Good heavens.
This weekend.
Really?
Exactly this weekend.
Why did you come over here?
I don't know. I mean, as a child, I was very much in love, obviously, having a correspondence, and obviously for us to be able to speak English, and also looking at the side of the channel, the music, the football, everything was always better.
Well, that's a change to hear a Frenchman say that.
And when I first came 25 years ago, even so the British chef did not have so much reputation, except some of them, like Brian Turner's and Richard Shepherd's, for example. But in general, British cooking was not.
No.
It was very similar to French football.
French football.
They didn't look like winning the World Cup. And I don't know, I felt very comfortable. I think it was marvelous. And it's been 25 years.
And you've been here 25 years, and you've still got that amazing accent.
I know, my agent said, make sure.
Yeah, you work on it,
exactly.
don't you?
I mean, your English vocabulary is perfect. I mean, you have a complete English vocabulary, but it's a kind of a showbiz thing. You've kept the accent, because it's important. It's your idea, isn't it?
Frankly, I'm going to tell you the truth. I have done nothing about it. I remember coming over, I could not speak the language. And I think the mistake I made is, for the first 3 years, I worked for a French restaurant. Nothing wrong with the French, of course, but I actually learned the wrong way of the language. Right. And then I said, that's it, it's enough. I went in the middle of the New Forest, in the middle of nowhere, just with British people. And I learned so much in a short of space. Yeah. But I think it was a little bit too late. I learned too much bad words,
too much bad English.
Yeah.
But I have to say, people in the New Forest now speak like you do. It's incredible. Listen, you've got this new book out. Great picture, I have to say, on the front. Everyday Novelli, by Jean-Christophe Novelli.
And all the recipes that are in our series have actually been taken from that book, haven't they?
That's right.
Right. So if you want to sort of follow anything, that's the book to get.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
It's a very honest book. And The first one I did was 10 years ago, and it took me a long time, purely because this one is from my heart. Most of the recipes were influenced and inspired by my mother. Therefore, very comfort food, you know, which also I use the same recipe for my academy back at home.
Okay.
And it's fantastic. It's fun. I love sharing the
Well, this is absolutely superb.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
No, great pleasure.
By the way, I've got some flowers for you, Judy.
For me? That's so kind of you.
Thank you.
Jean, I think we have made her very happy today. It's been a great success. Well done.
This is the best moment of my life.
Thank you. Can I give you a kiss?
Yes, push can.
I hope you get better.
There you go. So now physiotherapy every morning, doing wonders.
Okay, still to come, Hugh Fernie Whittingstall, cock-a-hoop after taking